Hey, everybody, welcome to our next episode of Coast to Coast, where we're going to go visit, I believe it's nicknamed the Circular City or Circle City,
Circle City.
right? Of Indianapolis, Indiana. And today we have our realtor of choice, Miss Nicole Lloyd. How are you doing today?
I'm wonderful, Tim. Thank you for having me today.
Awesome. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. What is it like being someone that lives in Indianapolis?
It can be adventurous sometimes. I'm a native, so I've been here all my life. Born and raised on the West Side. Attended Pike High School, and I'm a graduate of Indiana Wesleyan University.
Okay.
Um, so um, it's a big place for basketball, as everybody knows. We've had movies about basketball here.
Hoosiers, I believe.
Hoosiers, yep. It a little bit further south, Larry Bird has a big place down at French Lick. A lot of people go there and visit and hang out there. Four Seasons State. We're in the Midwest, so it gets cold. Today, being mid-April, it snowed. So, as Prince said, he wrote a song, sometimes it snows in April, and it did today. And big track state. We have the Indy 500 as well.
Yeah, no, that's very good. And just for perspective, you guys had snow and we were out on the lake yesterday in Florida.
Do not rub it in.
Sorry, I just had to say we got a little difference. But we also, down here, we only have two seasons. It's pretty much summer and hurricane season. So a little different. So
Very
tell us,
different.
what do you like to do in Indianapolis? What's fun? What's your adventures?
There's quite a bit to do, depending upon what you want to do. Of course, we've got the sporting events because we do have the Indianapolis Fever, the Indiana Pacers, and the Indianapolis Colts. So we've got our major teams. We also have a nice baseball stadium downtown. So I like to go sit in stadiums. I'm not a big sports fan, but I'm good for a game and, the nachos all day long. So I do enjoy the sporting events. There is also a lot of good food. We've redone some work downtown. So Mass Avenue is a big place to hang out and eat, and you can get just about anything that you want downtown to eat right now. So those are some of the things that I do. And then bowling. I'm on a bowling league.
Well, and actually, speaking of downtown, there was a hotel I stayed at, was probably the most unique hotel I've ever stayed at.
Okay. Which one was that?
It's the one with the trains.
That might have been Crown Plaza.
I forget the name of it. It's near Crown Plaza, though. I don't think it was Crown Plaza. But it's the weirdest thing because you get to literally sleep in a boxcar.
Over up by Union Station.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
By Union Station. I know it was like a walk from Lucas Oil Field.
Mm-hmm.
So, which was probably one of the most unique hotels I've ever stayed at in your downtown area, which is pretty cool. And also, I mean, just to point this out, another place I visited that has a beautiful view of your downtown is the cemetery, where you have a
Crown
president.
Hill.
There's a president buried there, which is why
President Benjamin Harrison is buried in Crown Hill. Also, I can't think of his name. The bank robber is there. I want to say it's Dillinger.
Okay.
John Dillinger is there.
Okay.
But we are one of the few places that has a in the cemetery. There's very few. Crown Hill is, it's in the top 10. I want to say it's the 5th largest cemetery in the country. It's 555 acres.
Okay.
And you can go to a point in Crown Hill where you can see all the way downtown. It is the highest point in Marion County.
Yeah.
So,
no, I went there looking for Benjamin Harrison's gravesite.
mm-hmm.
And when I found that high point, we actually found a family because of the view. They were just having a picnic lunch.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's got over, I want to say over 25 miles of paved ground. So there's a lot of bike races through there. People deer hunt in there.
Wow.
Crown Hill is interesting. And then they have the Gothic Chapel as well. So that's one of the few places, because it's got an organ, and you have to have a certain license to
Okay.
play that organ, and only 2 people in the state could play it. So
I did not know that.
I know a lot about Crown Hill.
I want to know more about it for sure at some point. The one time I visited, I was pretty impressed. And it's someplace that if I ever go back and I have the opportunity, I would definitely stop in.
It's a very unique place.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely could see that. So tell us, what are some of your favorite things to do in Indianapolis that we might not know if we Google it?
Well, we got a couple of little things here. I went to a speakeasy Saturday night.
Okay.
I went to one in Vegas last year, and so I've been on a quest of speakeasies. So there's a couple in town. So there was one, the one I went to was off of Virginia Avenue downtown, called the Inferno. Very, very, very unique and cute, kind of tiki-ish place. And there's one on top of Ruth Chris that I plan to visit here within the next couple of weeks. So there's that. Unique things, duck pin bowling. Bowling with little bitty pins. I don't know, how often people do duck pin bowling. We've got your normal stuff. But the thing that I like about the city is that we're centrally located between several major cities. So you can get to Chicago in 2 hours. You can get to Cincinnati and Dayton in about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and Louisville. Cincinnati, Dayton, and Louisville, you can get to all 3 of those in about 1 hour and 30 minutes or so. And you can get to St. Louis in less than 4 hours. So in Tennessee as well, Nashville, 4 hours. So if you want to do a quick road trip, want to go someplace for the day, you can get to several places, several states in a couple of hours and come back the same day if you like.
Okay, so it's very centrally located.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is definitely a good thing. I like that. I like to travel. So can't complain on that one. So tell me, how is the real estate market for Indy?
Nuts. The market is still thriving, still a seller's market here. Interest rates causing a slight hiccup in some things. We recently had the interest rate increase. So people are rethinking. A lot of homes are coming back on the market now. I think some people they didn't take their time to relook at things now that the rates have gone up to see how that will impact their payments. They're going under contract and it's not working out by the time they get to closing. So we've had several homes come out on the market, but come back to the market, but the market is still great. Median home price was up last month to $265,000, which we're affordable in comparison to some other places. That's why we ended up with so many investors, but that's up a little bit over 17% in comparison to last year.
Wow, so you can get a good home there for $265,000.
If you get it, yeah. Yeah, because there's still a lot of competition, still a lot of multiple offers. But
Okay.
yes, decent home you can get for under 300, absolutely. 4 bedrooms, maybe a loft, 2-car garage. Yes, absolutely.
Like when someone tells me I want a good home for under 300, I'm like, okay, we'll see if we can find that needle
in the haystack.
Yeah, like in Orlando, like because our median price right now is getting around 350, 400.
Okay.
So still affordable to some places.
Yeah.
But Indy's definitely more affordable than here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So investment market, you said there's a lot of investors coming into the area.
Absolutely.
So I know one thing that a lot of my investors like to ask about is short-term rentals. How's your short-term rental market up there?
It's thriving. I think it's growing again. We do a lot of conferences and conventions.
Okay.
Because we hosted the Super Bowl a few years back, and that kind of they work to draw a lot of conventions due to that, and then also with the 500 and a lot of the basketball, with those things coming back, people are looking to get back into the Airbnb market again, and that was also kind of where a lot of people were having gatherings during COVID as well. So it's starting to pick up a little bit more. It slowed down a little bit, but picking up again.
Okay. Now, for investors that are not doing the short term and they're doing more of the long term stuff, what type of ROI are they usually seeing on average?
On average, about six to eight.
6 to 8. Okay.
Mhm.
Which isn't that bad. Which another thing, and you'll probably know more about it than I will, but I believe you guys have pretty good tax reductions for nonprofits. I know, like I've already mentioned to you on the call about my business fraternity being up there, but you have a lot of fraternity headquarters that are nonprofits
Mhm.
that seem to flock to Indiana for those tax benefits.
Yes, I'm not sure on all of them, but I know some of them, they actually don't pay any taxes. But I'm not sure about all of them, but yes, there are some advantages for some non-for-profits in this area.
Yeah. Now, job market, what are some of your biggest industries in the area?
Tech.
Tech?
A lot of engineers and tech. Yeah.
Okay. I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
So a lot of tech jobs. So that's kind of cool.
hmm
Is there anything else you'd like to share about the lovely Indianapolis before we say goodbye?
Well, Indianapolis is still affordable. The prices have changed quite a bit over the last few years, but it's still quite an affordable place to stay. It is a great place. A lot of people move here to raise their children. Um, School systems. We have some great school systems in this
Okay.
area. And Indianapolis is easy to navigate as well. You talked about downtown. Downtown is probably one of the most walkable places in the city. You can get from one side from Lucas Oil
Okay.
to where it changed its name again, but I think it's Gamebridge, where the Pacers play. You can get there in 15 minutes walking. And that's the other side of downtown.
Okay.
So it's very walkable. We are the Circle City because the city, the center of it is a circle, Monument Circle is there at the city. And we're close to everything. So you want to come here and be at the crossroads of America, because I think we call that too. That's Indianapolis.
Awesome. Well, definitely thank you for your time today. Learned a lot about Indianapolis. If anyone out there is looking for any real estate in Indianapolis, I can definitely connect you with Nicole, and we'll go ahead and get you all taken care of in the Circular City, also the crossroads of America.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for
All right.
calling me and chatting with
Not,
me today, Tim. I appreciate it.
not a problem. Have a good day, y'all.